All right, let's get started. Let's get right down to business. Right now, what you're looking at is my software called the Social Lead Sniper. Now, I know a lot of people spend a lot of time looking at different products, looking at things that are out of the box, taking advantage of PPC, all these different things that you do every single day to market for your business, whether it be mortgage, network marketing, affiliate marketing, real estate, B2B, B2C. I don't care what you're doing. I know one thing. Marketing is marketing. Introductions is introductions. Prospect generation is prospect generation. And they all at the end equal to closed deals, business, lead generation, appointment scheduling, webinar attendees. Whatever your agenda is, this system right here will help you do it. And not only will it help you do it, it will automate the time while it's doing it, saving you from doing it by yourself with your hands, allowing you to do what you do best, which is generate and close your business. Now, let's get right down to detail. I've already went over the fact that it goes for everybody. You're a candidate. So if you're somebody that says, you know what, I am just a broker for a real estate agent, no problem. I bet you could use more quality real estate agents probably, couldn't you? And with this system, guess what? It can find that. Let's get right down to the bottom of every single thing that people ask about this system on what it can do. Because I'm going to let you know that as long as you can pick out of somebody a career, an industry title tag, something that they're involved in when it comes to their business or what they're doing, and that can make them a client, this system will be your golden ticket. Let's get right down to detail on how it works. First of all, I'm a firm believer that as a businessman, we were always taught that introducing ourselves and branding ourselves in front of the actual targeted candidates that we can do business with is the most beneficial thing that a person can do to generate business. Bottom line. So let's picture this. In the 80s, people had business cards. You don't even see them very often anymore. But what their job or their whole entire goal, agenda is to meet as many people as they could and give them that card. Physically place that card in their hand, shake their hand, and introduce themselves. And every businessman that is from back in the 80s, 70s, 60s, 50s, 40s, 30s, all the way before we hit this digital crisis that I call when it comes to everybody just out there doing everything online, we really had that physical interaction in place, and it worked. Now imagine this. Imagine being able to shake hands today with 100 people, but not just people, targeted prospects that you would love to have your introduction to. And most importantly, can you imagine being able to do that every single day and get your actual introduction out the way and not have to really be there to do it? Now that would be cool. And that is what you're looking at right now in front of your very eyes. As a matter of fact, this is one part of the two-part process for my Social Lead Sniper that will not only get you leads, appointments, schedulings, webinar attendees, you name it, but it will actually automate the entire process and make sure it's targeted. Let me show you an example. First of all, this is my area right here where I consider this the digital handshaking area. What this does is it goes and finds those targeted type of people that you would love to introduce yourself utilizing LinkedIn. And when it's done finding them, it sends them an automatic message, an introduction. This is what we call a digital handshake. And it allows them to, number one, see who you are, which takes care of branding. And number two, join your network, which builds you your list. But not only that, this system allows you to be able to do it all at the same time simply just by hitting one button. And what I love about this the most is it's not about going out to 1,000 people a day here. This is about consistency. This is about following the rules of LinkedIn and not being a spamming black hat marketer, keeping things classy and with a little sass at the same time, and doing this every single day without having any issues. And that's what I love about this. So imagine doing 100 of these a day. And what I'm going to do is take you actually on the LinkedIn and show you what we're doing. For example, you notice in my software here that I'm going to take you to in a second, you see these keywords here. These are recruiter and recruitment. That's what I'm looking for right now is recruiters. If you come to the software over here, you'll notice that it says the same thing. Now, this software actually goes on to LinkedIn, utilizing their filtration and finding those prospects that we would love to be digitally introduced to. Now, this is where it gets cool. My software will go and grab every one of those and load them all down here. Every one of these guys. It will automatically go through the process and send them the invitation request message. And also, at the same time, it comes with a simplistic accept button from LinkedIn that allows them to connect right on the spot, right on the go, automatically. So you're actually covering two grounds at the same time. You're branding yourself by saying who you are and what you do, and you're actually getting them to join your network, which allows you to actually either be through newsletter or be through personal network connection through this software. You can maintain communication with them as well, which is the power of the list. Now, since I've already showed you how I have this loaded in here and how this software works and what it's doing, let me show you on actual LinkedIn what the software does. First of all, it's going to notice that Carol and all these people down here are all the recruiters that I'm looking for. And it's going to go through and get whatever number I have, such as in my case, I have it set at 500. And one by one, it's going to grab their profile information and load them down there. When we're sending the messages, my software will automatically, one by one, once again, go to each one of their profiles. At this time, this is where it does the connection invitation. And my software is so awesome that it doesn't just leave a simplistic default. It actually takes it to the next level. What it's going to do is it's going to put your own custom message right into this area. And what I like about this is it goes even a further step and recognizes their name as well and sends them a personalized message. Now that is what I love. This is exactly the digital handshake that everyone needs to be automating every day. Carolyn is going to get a 21st century handshake from me. My business card, which is my LinkedIn account, it tells her everything about who I am, what I do, and I'm going to be able to do it simply by hitting one button. The software does this 100 times a day. I just did this once, and as you can see, it took me roughly about a minute to go through the process. Imagine a software going through that and getting that done consistently every single day and targeting the exact type of clients that either you need or your clients need because you're creating the leads for them. But it gets better. I just showed you how my software works and goes and introduces ourselves to 100 people every single day. But I didn't show you the next part. That's awesome. See, when we're sending out 100 of these every single day, guess what? Probably roughly give or take about 30% of them are not going to accept our invitation. That's right, I said not. But around 70% will. So if you did 100 a day and 70%, 70 people all said yes, that they want to connect with you, now you've just added 70 more people to your network every single day. You imagine that. You do 70 times 30. My Lord, I mean, you're already getting up to the max of like 2,100 new people targeted that you added just in 1 month of using this system. But it gets even better than that because I believe a system has to be even more advanced than just sending out a digital handshake or a connection or an invitation. We need to actually have another message coming to these people that accept our message, and we do. With this system, it is generated and set up to actually thank them, just as you see right here. My software will thank them for joining the network. For joining me, I am able to introduce myself to them as well. I'm able to go through all the processes, just as you see right here, and let them know that if they experience or need any assistance in creating actual targeted live introductions for their business, that I can help them. I give them my video. I give them every single thing that they need to be able to utilize the fuel to educate themselves. And if they decide that they want to go further, guess what? They can meet with me direct online. I recommend an online calendar like Calendly.com. They work great. They allow your potential client to set up an appointment and meet with you right on the drop of a dime. And that's what I love about it. Now, notice how I said that they all get the thank you message for joining, but it doesn't just stop there. My software is generated actually to update the database of all your connections. As a matter of fact, as you see here, these are all people that have been updated inside of here. So as it's updating and as it's adding all their data in here, which by the way can be exported via CSV right here to go into any autoresponder you may have or what you're doing, it prompts it to do the automatic thank you that I was telling you about right here. Now, that full process, the shaking hands with 100 people every day digitally, introducing yourself and branding yourself, and then thanking every single person that accepts your invitation, along with what I call an easy pitch about who you are, the digital Rolodex exchange is what I like to call it too. That is a complete process. That is what you want to be doing every day. 100 handshakes, updating everybody that accepted and saying thanks with your pitch. Doing that every day will create generally between 5 and 15 leads per day. That's right, guys. No joke. This is power. This is something that's not going to bring you 1,000 leads a day, and you want to know why? Because this is something that's going to bring you quality leads, pink elephants, purple cows, the ones that stand out amongst them all. This system gets. And that's what I love about this particular product. But there's more. I'm not going to leave you until I show you what you can do for the third step. Now, I've already showed you this great revolution, this great marketing energy that we have here. But remember, every single month, we're gaining between 2,000 and 3,000 new network connections. What are we going to do with all those? You know that we're not going to go one by one and say hi and just see how they're doing. Of course not. What we're going to do is we're going to establish a monthly contact scenario that goes to our entire network. And how we do that is very simple. See, when you work hard, you get to play hard. And this is what I call play hard. With this right here, this allows you to continue to grow your network of targeted introductions every single month. 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. Before you know it, you'll have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14,000 connections. And what you can do once a month is simply just come right here and select all and send to your entire network. Or what if you just want to send to recruiters? Like in my case, something like that. All I have to do is simply just type in the word recruiter. And guess what? My software will allow me to send to every one of them. As a matter of fact, you can send whatever type of message you want. It's going direct LinkedIn to LinkedIn. It's not violating any CAM spam acts. Those of you that are already taking notes, wondering about legalities, guess what? You can stop taking notes on it right now. This is not regulated by the FCC. We're not committing any violations. We're not sending any CAM spam violations. We're not doing any emailing. This is all direct DM, LinkedIn to LinkedIn to our first connections. So you have this at your grasp to utilize once a month as well. You know they're delivered. You know they're going to go to their inbox. You know LinkedIn's going to send an actual alert that's going right to their email. If they have a smartphone, if they have an application on it, guess what? They get basically an alert like a text message as well. 3 deliveries, 1 send. It's amazing. Now, I just showed you my system. This is all I use every single day in and day out. I have projects that you would not believe. I help clients every single day, and every one of them succeed because consistency is the key. We will help you target your market. It's up to you to decide to be consistent, utilizing this software every single day, spending 1 second of your time simply by going right here every morning and hitting the send invitation to do one by one until you hit 100 digital introductions. And then simply coming here and hitting one button. That's right. Every one of these things are automated. All you do is hit one button and update all your new connections that you've created from yesterday till today. And on top of that, guess what? Thank them as well. Now that's what I love. And remember, guys, doing that consistently every single day allows you, when you work hard, to play hard. Because every month you can easily select all and send a message or newsletter of your choice, webinar, you name it, to every one of your connections that are part of your network as well. Now, this is power, guys. This is what marketing is all about. And I've just showed you something that's in my lab. I've shared something awesome. On top of that, I've even taken you to LinkedIn to show you that it's not a secret, to show you that it's not a loophole. This is what we call realistic marketing strategies. And I hope that every one of you guys, number one, gain knowledge. If you didn't know anything about LinkedIn, now you do. And number two, ready to figure out how to put your concepts and your business into this software and do exactly what we are doing right now.